Jedi Knight Revan, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow, this guy, he's ready to shake up the party, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know about the kit reveal, yesterday all the information about the kit was talked about. We went over the kit, you and I. Click on the card in the top right-hand corner, wherever that may be. I break down the full kit, pretty much what we're going to do, because everyone wants to know how good is he. Long story short, if we're going to end the video right now, this guy is definitely going to have an impact on the meta. He makes Jedi insanely good. And I want to show you how he does on offense against Palpatine and Traya, and how he does on defense against Palpatine and Traya. Concern number one is he great in arena? And concern number two is, if you're not getting Revan, are you screwed? And it might be a good or bad answer depending on what we get here today. But let's just start off by taking Jedi Knight Revan and going up against Emperor Palpatine. So don't want to get you guys too excited and show you how he does against Darth Traya. We want to start a little lower. Let's start with the second rung in command for arena, and that's Palpatine. And he's kind of struggling a lot more with Jedi Revan. So if Palpatine was struggled before for you, and now you're going to get Jedi Revan, Palpatine's not going to be strong. Can we wipe him out? Oh, we didn't get a critical hit. If we probably got a critical hit, that would have done the job. Let's see if we can wipe him out. All right, good. So Palpatine's done. Now we're going to go up against Traya. And we're going to do direct focus, and we're going to put marked on Traya, which essentially acts like a taunt. We're putting a taunt or a death mark over there. So even if Scion taunts, we can go around the taunt and go straight for Traya. Here we go. There we go. I mean, can we wipe out Traya right now? Let's see what we can do. Let's call. There we go. Traya's gone. Traya's gone. It's this Palpatine. You can fly through a Palpatine lineup without too much concern. I mean, It's very difficult for Palpatine to do much work because first of all, we start off with tenacity. I mean, Scion finally was able to strip some stuff away, but we're so quick. We got so much damage output. We have the mass assist, and we have the buff immunity. We have the marked. I mean, all this stuff just allows us to clobber these teams. Now we're going to be able to cleanse this attacks everyone, and we're going to dispel all debuffs on Jedi and Old Republic, and then we're going to get healing, but we don't really need any healing, but we're also going to get critical damage up in Foresight over on Revan. Here we go. And we're going to swap turn meter. Let's swap turn meter with Yoda over here. All right, perfect. Let's, I don't know. Let's just keep going to town. We probably could technically put this on auto now, but, you know, Scien's going to keep getting in the way with all the taunts, and I want to speed this up a little bit more. But overall, Palpatine is not going to cause you too many problems. Let's just do this. There we go. We don't really need to worry about cleansing Revan because he's able to go around all these taunts and all that other great stuff. Come on, keep going to town. 29,000 damage. Ezra, I've seen times when he has all the buffs in him from Yoda, he gets like 70,000 damage. We kind of saw that with Bastila, but that's one reason why you might want to consider keeping Ezra on this team because of the sheer amount of damage he's putting out there. Okay, come on, let's see. Almost done, and oh, we got to do this. Let's just get rid of Thrawn. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we just blew him away. We blew Thrawn away with one hit. My goodness. Yeah. Palpatine, I mean, for a lot of people, Palpatine wasn't too much concern. I mean, there's a lot of counters. You had Bastila against Palpatine, Palpatine against Palpatine. But now with Revan, I mean, you really don't have to worry much about Palpatine. I mean, really overall, Revan pretty much beats every single thing you can throw on him on the other side. I mean, we're going to see in a second when you put him on defense. It's going to be not the easiest to beat Revan, but overall, on offense, this guy's a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse. And even when he's on defense, he can cause quite some trouble for you. Darth Traya, the question we've all been asking for. Will Revan beat Traya? Will Revan destroy Traya? Whatever you want to call it. And Revan is definitely a great counter against Traya. Will he destroy her? Probably won't say no, because as we're going to see, Revan against Traya, Revan probably will win. But the thing is, these battles take so long. These battles can sometimes last 4 or 5 minutes because of how strong Traya is, how strong Revan is, and how much they counter each other and how much they interact with each other. Revan does this and this and this, but then Traya will do that and that and that. Traya does all the reduced, you're losing health and you're losing damage output, but then Revan kind of compensates for that. So you have all this back and forth, and there's a lot of health regeneration under a Traya lead. And then in Revan's team, they also have health regeneration. So here we go. We're going to mark Traya. And as you'll see, because we're marking Traya, we're going to allow my team to go around Sith Troopers taunts. Here we go. We're going to mark Traya. All right. And in a moment, we should be able to call everyone to assist with Kenobi. Guys, we got rid of Traya in under a minute. In under a minute, we got around Traya. I mean, my goodness. And now we're going to cleanse everything. All that pain, all that suffering. We're going to cleanse it all. We swapped Terminator with Yoda. And let's just go to town. We're going to take our time, have some fun. You know, let's work on Thrawn. He's going to fracture someone, so we might be able to get rid of him in a moment. Dark side, and let's see. Let's get some foresight up here. Beautiful. Fracture. Oh, see, it's unfortunate Thrawn didn't fracture Revan, because that is so important to be able to fracture Revan. If you don't fracture Revan, the battle's going to be really terrible. But as we'll see in a bit, when you fracture Revan, when you're fighting Revan, that's going to be so key. Because Thrawn is going to be so important, because with Nest not being as useful, because of all the tenacity up from Revan, you definitely want to make sure that you're fracturing Revan. So here we go. We're going to do another focus over on Nihilus. There we go. Not going to get as much damage because Ezra's out of battle. But look, we're finding a little way to get around the Sith Trooper. We're going to use this ability to call someone else to assist. This is when it comes in handy. Normally, you want to use this to dispel debuffs on a Jedi ally, but we're just going to use this to call Yoda to assist. All right, let's keep going. We have all the time in the world to kind of get this done. Let's do 2 attacks. We're going to do 1. All right, spread that around. Excellent. And now let's cleanse all that bad stuff. Let's swap that Terminator with Yoda. I mean, it's going to take a while. It's going to take us about 4 or 5 minutes to beat this team, but overall, we're still going to win. Here we go. I probably didn't need to do that again, but I just want to keep calling Yoda to assist. And there we go. I mean, I'm kind of a loss for words it's easy to win this, but, man. So I'm pretty much just going to auto it the rest of the way through. But as you see, I mean, of course I'm commentating and whatnot, so it did take a little bit longer. We're coming down to about 3.5 minutes right now. But without commentating, you probably get around 2.5, 3 minutes. But sometimes, depending on how the battle takes off, if Revan was fractured by Thrawn, probably would have taken us way, way longer. But here we go. We're going to clean up here in a moment. And come on, someone do the final blow. There we go. Took us about 3.5 minutes there. But man, we won. We didn't lose a single character against Traya. We wiped out Traya in under a minute. And now the question is, will Revan hold up against a Darth Traya team? And that, my friend, is a question we're going to answer right now. So Revan can beat Traya. Well, can Traya beat Revan? That's the question. Now, this is an important question for people who aren't going to get Revan. You might have Traya. And here's the problem. I've done about 20 to 30 battles with Revan against Traya. When Revan's on defense or so. And Revan, I got a cooldown increase, luckily on Revan, but usually, I mean, pretty much every single time, Revan uses direct focus over on Darth Traya, and pretty much a lot of battles, you can lose your Traya within the first few seconds of the game. Let's see, I'm going to try to focus fire on Yoda. Let's just try to take him out, and I'm going to try to get my Annihilate over on Revan. The goal is to give Nihilus as much time as he needs to be able to increase cooldowns on the other team and be able to wipe out Revan with Annihilate, because with Annihilate, Revan won't be able to use Savior to protect the Jedi and put him back at 100% health and protection. Come on, big hit. All right, we got that. You know what? This is actually quite unique. I mean, I gotta say, it's not too often that Traya can survive this long, but we're gonna put an Isolate over on Revan. Let's decrease the cooldowns for Nihilus. Excellent. Let's remove these buffs right here. I mean, Traya is almost done. She is almost done. 1 hit. Oh, man, we're gaining health. But as you see, because of all that bonus protection Traya got, my max health on Traya is pitifully low. Look at it. It looks like a Gear 4 character. Let's swap it over to Nihilus. Increase cooldowns. I think next turn we should have Annihilate ready. Come on. Let's put Pain on you. Oh, he has Foresight. All right, well, at least we clear off the Foresight. Let's put an ability block over on Revan. Oh, no ability block. Oh, he can't be ability blocked. I almost forgot about that. Let's get a stun over here. Perfect. Got a stun on Yoda. Yeah, Revan, with his unique ability, he can't be stunned or get ability blocked. So if you're trying to control him to prevent that direct focus, really the only sure way to do so is Thrawn's Fracture. That's really the best way to make sure that Revan doesn't take a turn with direct focus. Here we go. All right. So Traya is still on the... She's on the hairs of her toes right now, trying to stay alive. Let's fracture Ezra. And I feel pretty confident. So, can Traya beat Revan? Yes, but there's times where you're going to lose with Traya. Traya against Revan is not 100% always going to happen. Traya can still win. Traya is going to be kind of, I think, one of the last hopes. I mean, if you don't have anything else, I mean... We're going to obviously find counters to Revan, but overall, Traya still seems to be the best currently to go up against Revan. We got the victory, but it's a long battle. I mean, and things can get hairy when you're going up against Revan. You're bouncing everywhere. You try to finish off a character. They get back to 100% health and 100% protection. Then there's direct focus. It's a mess going up against Revan, but you can win still. We didn't lose a single character, but I will say there are going to be times when you're going to lose Traya off the bat because Revan is most of the time focusing direct focus on Traya, but overall you can still win at least 4v5. Now when it comes to Palpatine up against Revan, it's not looking as pretty. Not looking as pretty. We don't have all the good mechanics like Traya does when they're going to lose health when they're attacking out of turn. They're going to decrease their damage when they're getting buffs out of turns. I mean, that's not a pretty beginning, and that was only the first 15 seconds of the battle. My goodness, let's spot Palpatine a little bit. Let's at least give this a winning shot. Traya just seems to be a weak link. Sometimes when you're going up against Revan, he's always seems to go after, whether she's leading, whether she's not leading. That seems to always find his way to just take out Traya right away. So maybe if you're going up against Revan and Traya's not your lead or something, you might maybe put something else in that spot, because if you're using Traya, Revan seems to just want to knock them out right away. I mean, we might get lucky here and do okay. It's a 4v5 battle. That's how these are always going. Let's go after Yoda. All right. And see, look, he came back to full health and protection because we brought him down pretty low. Oh, man. Get rid of that foresight. Come on. Oh, I was hoping to get some turn meter removed so we can kind of keep the fracture on Revan as long as possible. Come on. Let's get rid of Yoda. Come on, he's so close to being done. No! Oh, Palpatine's gone. I think we got an Annihilate coming next turn, but I don't think that's enough. You know what? Let's pass this over to Scion. Let's see if we can get rid of Yoda, please. Okay, so Yoda's not going to revive again or he's not going to get all that health protection because he already got it once. Already got it once under Revan. He's done. No more health and protection for you. So now we're going to hopefully build our way up to getting an Annihilate over on Revan. I'm not going to waste too much time on it. I want to work on the next big damage dealer, which is Ezra on this other team here. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's keep working over here. Come on. Let's get our... Come on, Nye. Let's pick up the pace, boy. Pick up the pace. We got to get the Annihilate. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Come on. I mean, we might be able to win with Palpatine. If we win with Palpatine, I mean, that's decent. I mean, it's not as easy as with Traya. As you saw with Traya lead, it was a lot easier. But without Traya lead, it's possible, but it's really coming down to being able to get Scion to remove all the tenacity up and allowing Palpatine to land some stuns so you can kind of fuel the turn meter to win the battle. So what I'm going to try to do is fast forward this battle a little bit because nothing too interesting is going to happen. I feel pretty confident. I just got to worry about Ezra. Ezra's under fracture, and I think we're going to win this. So I'll fast forward to the end so you guys can see how this panned out. And there we go. 1 in 3 minutes. Essentially, it was a 4v5 battle. We lost Traya right at the very beginning, but even with Palpatine lead, we were able to win still, but you're not going to have that many mechanics kind of protecting you from the other team. At least at Traya, you're kind of cushioning yourself a little bit from all that extra damage output coming from Revan and all those assists. Palpatine doesn't have that luxury, but what you do have is a lot of bonus turn meter, and if you can try to control all the tenacity and the buffs on the other team with Scion and Thrawn and whatnot, you can land a lot of stuns, land a lot of shocks, and still win the battle. So far, so good. Revan plows through teams, sort of. I mean, Revan kind of has a hard time with Traya, but also we're seeing that Palpatine and Traya can still have a chance to beat Revan. So overall, the question at the first question is Revan going to become meta? 120%. Revan is going to be meta. He's going to change things. He's going to shift things around. Second question is, are you going to be screwed if you don't get Revan? And I'm leaning 70%. You're going to be okay. I'm not going to say it's 100% perfect, but Traya and Palpatine, they're going to still win at times, but Revan is a very difficult, he's a very difficult enemy to take on. But as we saw, you can still win. And and hopefully that's going to be okay with a lot of you guys. For me, I'm going to rely on just Traya taking over Revan. I'm not going to spend money, but if you are going to spend money on this character, it's giving you a lot of bang for your buck. I can say that much. Let me know down below, what are you guys thinking of Jedi Knight Revan? Is he bonkers? Are you not impressed? Are you crazy impressed? Is he OP? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And does this affect whether you're going to buy this character or whether it's convincing you that you maybe don't need to spend the money to still be competitive in Arena? Would love to hear your thoughts. Leave your comments down below. Like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe so you're not missing a thing. And until the next video.